Hi everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Kraglin figure. So before we take a look at Kraglin, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the front left leg of the Cosmo Build-A-Figure. Up next, he comes with this very tiny knife. It's very, very rubbery. So you can take this out of his hand and put it in the holster on his back, and that looks pretty cool on there. And finally, he comes with his arrow. This is the same one that we saw used with Yondu, but this time it's done in a way softer material. Mine just wants to droop down like that, so that is pretty irritating. Yondu's arrow was actually done in a pretty stiff material, and it's kept its shape over all these years. But yeah, this one just keeps drooping on mine. I keep having to put it up, but it eventually just droops all the way back down again. I do really wish we would have gotten the arrow without the stream to put in the holster here. That would have been really cool. One thing that I've done with this is I've kind of wrapped it behind him, like it's coming up underneath his arm like that. I think that looks pretty cool like that. But yeah, that's the only way I can actually get it to stay up. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. Hasbro did a phenomenal job on this. They nailed the likeness of Sean Gunn. That is a really, really good head sculpt. The printing details are on point, everything looks good. The facial hair. I didn't notice Kraglin had scarring on his face, but they printed some scarring on there on the left side of his face. That looks pretty cool. He also has his head fin there. I want to say this is the same piece that we got with Yondu, but this time it has less paint. Yondu's had some orange paint, and this is just cast in that red color. Kraglin uses a brand new torso. You can see the new shoulder pads, the gray suit underneath, and the zipper right there. It's sculpted pretty nicely. The zipper is also painted pretty well. You get this new harness piece with the holster for the arrow. And I actually thought this was reused from Yondu, but it's not. It's a brand new piece. Yondu's was the holster here and just a belt. It just went across his waist, and this one goes up over his shoulder. So that is a new piece. You also get some cool stitch work there on the left side of his suit. I think these are also new hips because of this right here. Pretty sure. But the arms are a reuse from the Yondu figure. You can see the texturing from Yondu's jacket there. They left that on there. The silver collar that they used for the armor on the left side looks really good though. That's a very nice bright color. Hasbro did a really cool job with that. Kraglin also reuses the legs from Yondu. I was really surprised at the reuse on this. Just like with Star-Lord, I really thought there'd be some more new pieces to it. But yeah, the legs are reused. The only thing that's different, of course, is the paint work. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. That's some really good articulation there. But he can't look down at all, and that really does suck. He uses that new ball joint, and I see why most of the figures in this wave has the ball hinge joint, because this new ball joint can't look down at all. The articulation in that regard sucks. He can move his head side to side. The shoulders on mine are very stiff. They do move all the way out, but they're very crunchy. You heard that one snap, and that's what it does every time I move it. I also forgot to mention that when you're posing it around, at least on mine, the harness will come up. It's supposed to be pegged in right here, but it's not. It keeps coming loose, so I'm going to have to put just a little bit of glue there. He has a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow that can bend in all the way, swivel thrust that can move side to side and up and down, ball jointed diaphragm that can move back just a little bit, can't move forward at all. The side-to-side movement is very limited. He can do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way, back all the way. He has a swivel at the thigh, double-jointed knee, swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up just a little bit, and an ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to Yondu. Here he is next to Star-Lord. Here he is next to Groot. Here he is next to Nebula. And finally, here he is next to Adam Warlock. So overall, Kraglin isn't a bad figure, but personally I'm a little underwhelmed by him. I really wish he would have came with an alternate head sculpt to recreate his Volume 1 and 2 looks. I think that would have been really awesome. That way you could make either look for him. I also think it would have been cool if he would have came with some alternate hands. That would have been really awesome. Just like with Star-Lord, I was surprised that Hasbro reused Yondu's body mold for this. As you can see, there's a bunch of pins in it, and the new figures don't have pins in it. So yeah, it would have been really cool if they would have sculpted some new parts for this. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.